everyone and welcome back to This in Canada. My name is Japneet Kaur and I completed Masters in Electrical and Computer Engineering from University of Waterloo, and through these videos I want to share my international student experience, my work experience and my permanent residency experience. So in this video we will cover about monthly income of international student, monthly expense of international student, and then we will move towards whether you can save money on the monthly income on the base pay or not, and finally how you can pay your tuition fees all as an international student. So few disclaimers before starting this video. Monthly income as well as expense will depend upon province to province as well as city to city. Toronto is expensive than Kitchener, Manitoba is cheaper than Ontario. So definitely your expense and income will differ on which province and which city you are coming. And second, I'm not considering any money which you will get through your GIC account. When I came to Canada, I didn't have GIC. I only took loan from India, so I wasn't getting any money through my GIC account. And third, your monthly expense will also differ from person to person. You might like to go out a lot, or you are introvert and you don't like to go out. So let's discuss about how much you will earn as an international student on a part-time job. So let's consider Ontario. For Ontario, you will get a base pay rate of $14.25 per hour if you are 18 years or older. If you are less than 18 years, your base pay rate will be different. Now the base pay rate differ from province to province. In Alberta it would be different, in Manitoba it will be different, and I will write each and every base pay rate in the description box. But for this video, let's discuss about Ontario. So for Ontario, base pay rate is $14.25 per hour, which means no employer can pay you less than $14.25 per hour. This is the rate set up by the government and every employer has to abide by this. Talk about how many hours you can work per week. So you can work around 20 hours per week as an international student. When you are enrolled in your university and college and you are studying, you can work as part-time for 20 hours. I really want you guys to understand, when you are studying you can work 20 hours, but when it's your off term or summer break, you can work full time. More than 20 hours you can work during your summer break or the time you took off during your studies. But while you are studying as a part-time, you can work for 20 hours. Now if we consider that you are studying and you are working part-time and you will work for 20 hours per week, again it could be hectic according to your program, your course, and you can't work for 20 hours per week. But let's consider you will work maximum number of hours per week. So if you work for 20 hours and the base pay rate for Ontario is $14.25, you will earn $285 per week. Now in 1 month there are 4 weeks, so we will multiply by 4, and then in 1 month you will earn 1140 Canadian dollar as an international student working part-time for 20 hours per week. Now these are before taxes. You have to pay taxes, but it is okay because when you will file for taxes, you will get the money back. But let's consider that your taxes would be around $140, and the net income, that is the income which will be in your, would be $1,000 per month. So now we know that we can earn about $1,000 per month if we work 80 hours a month, that is 20 hours per week. But what about expenses? How much it will cost to live in Canada as an international student? If you are gaining value from this video, don't forget to subscribe and like. And now let's move towards next part of the video. And for this also we will consider Ontario. Again, your expense will differ from province, your city, from person to person as well. So just let's consider about how much money an average person will spend as an international student in Ontario living in Toronto. The big chunk of your expense is rent. Rent could be vary from $200 to $800 to $1,000. I will take on average how much I spend on rent is $400 per month, and I would also suggest you that look for the room or apartment or house or base which already has utilities included in it like Wi-Fi, hydro bill, etc. So consider that. Let's take on average it will cost $400 per month on your rent. And then is the phone. Again, it will differ from the phone carrier to phone carrier. Let's take on average it will cost you $40 per month. Here I would like to suggest you guys that phone plan changes like every month with different carriers, so keep yourself updated. Look for student plans which would be cheaper. I paid for 1 year $25 on my phone plan. I didn't had like 4 or 5 GB of data, because if you go to university or you are home, you have Wi-Fi, so you don't need that much of data, but it is up to you. But I paid for like $25 for 1 year, which is very cheap, but let's consider $40 per month. And then is the transportation. So in University of Waterloo, you get free transportation. Actually, it's not free, it is covered in your fees, but we get a student ID which we can use in Waterloo, Kitchener and Cambridge area. So for me, there was no cost for transportation every month. But I understand in some colleges and university, there is no provision like that. So let's consider on an average, you will spend $100 on transportation per month. Now, I'm not considering here if you are taking Uber. Now the next is groceries. Now it largely depends upon how much you want to spend. I'm taking on average $50 per week, that is $200 per month. So for grocery, I have written down $200 per month, but it can goes up to $300, $400. There is not a definite value on how much you can spend on groceries, right? So it's up to you, but I'm taking $200 per month, and that was on average. I used to spend on just myself for one person $50 per week, and that is $200 per. And the next is miscellaneous. Now if you have come to Canada, it's not like you will just work, study. You will go out with your friends, you will go out to eat. I'm keeping $100 per month as an miscellaneous, like eating out or going out with your friends. So in total, the monthly expense for international student expenses would be $840 per month. Now we know that you can earn up to $1,000 per month, and your monthly expense could be around $840, which means you can pay your expense and save some money as well. You can pay your rent, phone, utilities, everything if you work for 20 hours per week, and you can save $160 per month. Just a simple calculation, income minus expense, $1,000 minus $840, which will give you $160 per month savings. So in 4 months, you can save up to $640. But now you have to pay your tuition fees. With just $640 for 4 months, you can't pay your tuition fees. So how you can pay your fees? You can't pay your fees just by working part-time during your studies. As I mentioned earlier, you can work full-time during your summer break or the term you took off. And if you worked with the employer which pays you higher than your base pay, like the security jobs or working in Walmart, if you have some experience, you can get more pay than the base pay rate, and you can save that money and pay your fees. Second, if you are coming, try to enroll in a course which offer co-op or internship. So when you will have a co-op term, it will be just like a job where you can earn up to $25, $30 depending upon your employer, and you can save a lot of money during that 4 months, and you can pay your fees and you can cover your expenses, so you don't have to work full 20 hours per week while you are studying. So this is a very good option. If you are coming, look for the program, look for the courses, universities which have good co-op program. University of Waterloo has excellent co-op program, so enroll in those and try to find a good employer and try to gain more experience. And if you are like me and you came to do master and your program doesn't have co-op, and doing master is difficult, you can't work 20 hours while studying, you can't even work those full 20 hours while studying, you can look for internship when you take your term off. For example, I took summer off. You can look for internships during that time. I know it's very hard to find it without any university support, because university will not help you to find internship, but you can find your internship, and I will tell you guys how you can do that. Nobody told me, but I really want to share this. You can look for internship in startup companies. Try to find internship in startup company. They will not pay you the base rate like $14.25 per hour. They will definitely pay you like $20-$25 depending upon upon your experience and depending upon your program, but it's a good way to look into internship. Or you can go to LinkedIn, try to network with recruiters and find the internship through them. But internship is an excellent source to save money. But also I want to say here that just in case you are not able to save money for your fees, it's okay. You can pay loan after your studies. You can pay loan very fast. You will get a high paying job. And this is all for today. I hope you like this video. If you have any question, please don't forget to comment down, and I reply to each and every comment, and I try to answer each and every question. So please don't forget to like, share and comment and subscribe if you haven't already done. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care and bye bye.